Hello, my name is George and I am a cicada, and I am here to tell you about me and some of my friends. Here you can see me when I first came out of my shell. I am very white. I will look very different in the morning. I will be very dark with bright red eyes. But now I am just very tired from coming out of my shell, and I am still just a little bit white. And you can see my wings fully. Now they have the spotlight on me. And you can see much better now that I have full wings. And I am very pink because I am like a newborn baby bug. Here I am holding on very tight to my shell so I do not fall off and get eaten by frogs or lizards. So I'm going to tell you about some of my friends. You can see I'm a very gross looking bug. Many people do not like me because I am a scary bug. Are you a scary bug too?
It's starting to feel like the beginning of a horror movie.
Oh, it is. He is scared. He was very nice to us. He just filmed us and left us alone. But I think he was scared of us. We are scary bugs. Here you can see the empty shell of what I used to look like. It is amazing to think that my big body with my big, wonderful, beautiful wings used to fit in that tiny empty shell. It was a crazy shell. And finally I decided I wanted wings. So you can see the hole of where I came out the top of my own head. It was very weird. It felt much like having on a pair of clothes or a shirt or a pair of jeans that were too tight. And you had to bust out of the seams. Here you can see a friend of mine. I think his name was Pablo. And Pablo is a friend of mine. He is another cicada. He is holding on very tight. You can see he is still white too and pink a little because he just came out of his shell. And this is Jorge. Jorge is friends with Dora the Explorer. But do not tell her that I told you that. Jorge is also holding on for dear life. So he is not eaten. Oh, and here, this is little Javier. Javier is just coming out. It takes a long time for us to come out of our shells. Oftentimes it may take up to 2 to 4 hours to come out of the shell. Here you can see Javier talking to his mother, Maria. Maria is encouraging him to come out of his shell. He is trying very hard. As you can see, there are many of us on this door. Why we like this door, we do not know. But many of my friends all went towards the door, and they climbed up the door, and they held on for dear life and tried to come out of their shell on the door. I think that they think this door is a tree. But this door is not a tree, it is a door. Here, this is little Jose. Jose is climbing the door because he thinks it's a tree. Soon he will sprout out of his shell too and have big beautiful wings in which he can fly around and make loud noises. I don't know who that is. He is not a friend of mine. Oh, there is little Javier again. Javier and Maria, they are good friends of mine, yes. And now if the cameraman would get little Javier in focus, we could... there we go. That's very good. So here again is another clip of Javier. Apparently he really likes Javier, and he keeps filming Javier. And he films him out of focus. The cameraman should put the camera in focus. Oh, Javier is shaking a little. Maybe he is scared of the camera. I do not know if he is scared of the camera or if he is scared of his new wings. It is scary being a cicada sometimes. You can see the little baby wings when we first come out. They are like little baby wings. And they are the white and orange things by the right and left side of our heads. They are very little and squished up when we first come out. Here you can see many of the people of... Well, they are not people. They are actually cicadas. Here you can see many of the cicadas have come to this door to grow. And there is little Javier. He is finally out. He is hanging by a thread. Or maybe some feet. Ah, yes. Here is Hector. And this is Hector's brother, Julio. He is also coming out. So these are just some short clips of different members of my friends and what they do while they are coming out of their shell. You have probably seen us a lot since then. We are I have many friends, and you have probably seen us in your yard or trees or driveway. Here is Julio again, trying to get out of his shell. He is shaking a little. He is scared. Here you can see Jonathan is putting the light on Julio, so you may see him better. And you can see his baby wings. Here is the next morning. Afterwards, there's only shells around. Here is my shell. And you can see it is still holding on very tightly to the wood. And you can see where I came out of. You can see inside my old body. Ooh, that's gross. That is very gross. I don't know why he would film these things. And here I am in the morning. I am a bug. What are you looking at? You should put me in focus. I am a fully grown cicada, and I will chirp at you very loudly and flop around on the floor or on the ground. Here is another shell. I think this was Pablo's shell. He is a very good friend of mine. We hang out on a regular basis. More shells. You can see in the morning what we used to look like and where we used to come from. It's a pretty gross empty shell. It's gross. There is Pablo. Pablo is free. Pablo is staring at you. Oh, the cameraman was scared. Pablo stared him down. He has a very powerful stare. And there is Hector. Hector, good to see you, man. I'm glad you made it out okay. Hector gets a close-up too. He is a very special bug. And there is Hector's shell. He had to come out. It took him 3 hours. And here you can see on the door all of the cicadas who sprouted at the night time. They are out in the day now, and they are very dark. And some are still hanging on for dear life. So this concludes the portion where I will introduce you to my friends. And now we will watch an actual sprouting in progress. This footage is sped up and actually took 3 hours to film just this part. But we have sped up the tape so you may watch it in only a few short moments. Here you can see Javier is trying to come out, and Maria is already out, and another bug. I do not know who that one is at the top in the middle. I do not know him. He's not a friend of mine. He has come over and is distracting Javier from trying to get out. You will see Javier is wiggling, trying to get out. And someday he will get out, and he will be full cicada with beautiful wings. You can see his little wings by his head. They are little and orange. We like to come out at nighttime, and this is how we come out of the ground and out of our shells, because it takes a very long time. It appears as though Javier has fallen asleep on the job. Come on, Javier, you are almost there. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Javier has begun to move, and soon he will be out. Now we have Javier fully out of his shell, and you can watch his wings as they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Again, remember, this took about 2 hours for his wings to fully grow, but we have sped up the tape so that you may watch it. At this point in time, on behalf of all my cicada friends, I would like to thank Jonathan for filming us and showing that we are not scary evil bugs that we have to come out to. And oh, this is Hector. Hector is coming out. And again, this takes about 2 hours for it to fully happen, but we have sped up the tape so you may watch it. And the flashlight ran out of batteries. Hector grew pretty fast. Well, not really, we just sped up the tape. Again, you can see Hector must take a rest because it is very tiring to grow out of a shell. How long we must watch Hector later, I do not know. The cameraman should have sped this up a little more. But you can see Hector's wings growing now too, as they start to dry out and spread. Oh, he is twitching now. He is twitching. I think he is starting to wake up. Yes, he's beginning to wake up, and his wings are still growing. He's getting bigger. Wake up, Hector. Help us wake him up. It is okay, you can say, wake up, Hector. Wake up. Wake up, Hector. Wake up. Ah, he's awake now. Thank you for helping us wake Hector up. And you can see his wings are not quite right yet. And they are growing and growing and growing. And he moved out of the camera frame. He should not have done that. Oh, but look at the wings are growing and getting bigger. Again, this took about 2 hours to happen. And you can see he is white and pink when he first comes out. And his wings must grow. Now you can see his outer wings have grown, but the two under wings are growing now. You can see them getting bigger. There are two wings under the large wings also that are getting bigger. Because we actually have 4 wings, and these are the 2 on the bottom. Hector is a good friend of mine. He is hanging on for dear life right now. And sometimes we go to the beach together. And Hector's favorite food is wood. He likes wood. And sometimes leaf. But we always catch him eating wood. In fact, his nickname is Hector, the wood-eating cicada. Ah, and here we have gone now to the time-lapse, where we have the 2 cicadas. The one on the right is... I don't know his name either. I don't know either of these bugs, actually. They are strange bugs to me. But the one on the right, you will see him come out of his shell all the way from the beginning. He is wiggling now, and he's trying to get out. Ah, and now we have light. And now you see he's coming out of the top. Oh, that is so gross. He's all slimy and pink and white. And here now you can see him falling backwards on his little baby wings. The wings are starting to spread a little. And they're coming out. You can see him crawling around, and you can see his wings grow fully out. And the other one never comes out. He is scared. He's saying, "Look at me, dude, I have new wings." He says, "I'm trying to come out, I'm trying to come out." He says, look, I have wings, I have wings. Oh, and now we are back to the original guy. And I think now we are going to watch him throughout the night. This was filmed over a period of 9 hours. And you can see he is already starting to turn dark. And his body and his head are getting darker and darker and darker. and darker and darker and darker and darker. And as it starts to become morning, he is very dark now. You can see many little spiders crawling around him. That is also gross. We don't know anything about the baby spiders. I don't think they are associated with us. And here now you can see him. He is fully black. His head is fully black. His body is black and brown striped, and his wings have turned to like a brownish orange, where he used to be very white and pink. And of course he has very bright red eyes. Now you can see the sun is starting to come up. And the sunrise is happening, and his shadow is gone, and he is a full cicada.